What's up, guys? Jacob here from the Frenzy Brothers, and today we are back with another episode of Automation Nation. This is episode 5, and in today's episode, I just kind of want to have a little bit of a world tour going through our world because a lot has happened since the last episode. I've just been working a lot off camera and not recording much, so I just wanted to show you guys pretty much everything in this world so you guys could catch back up. If you haven't seen some of the episodes, or if you're new to the channel and you don't really want to watch the other episodes, then you could watch this episode and get caught up with everything that we have done. So we're going to start over here on the east side of the base, down here at our AFK fish farm. This is a pretty simple design here, and it catches lots of fish for us. Enough fish to fill up all of these chests, hopefully. It's allowed us to get mending on most of our tools and armor, except for this helmet right here. I still need to get one more mending book, but we've got some pretty awesome enchants on these tools and armor thanks to that AFK fish farm. So, yep. Just kind of a simple little hut design for the outside, nothing much, or nothing fancy. So this is just a little mine down there. You drop down water on that side, and then there's a ladder for you to climb back up on that side. Over here, we have our skeleton farm. We built this in episode 3. It's AFKable if the dog is still alive. Hopefully he is. You pretty much just stand here. You get tons of bones and arrows because this dog kills all those skeletons right in there. Looks like there's about 11 of them. If I let him go, you'll see he will kill those. But I don't really want him killing those guys right now because he'll probably teleport to me after he's done, and I want him to stay there. So, what's next? Probably the pumpkin and melon farm. Yep. So, pretty much the pumpkins and melons just grow on these grass right here, and then these pistons fire whenever whenever that block that you saw go down gets pushed back up with that redstone clock back there. That's a monostable circuit that then comes into this redstone and causes those pistons to fire real quick and produces us an okay amount of melons and pumpkins. Not too much because it's only really 8 spots for melons and pumpkins to grow, but you know, it does the job for us. And finally, for this little section, we have our starter house here with tons of storage in here. I've been doing quite a bit of grinding in between episodes. This is some more fish from the AFK fish farm. I went to a snow biome and got tons of snow and ice, but we also went to a desert biome to get tons of sand. And then this is all of the enchanted books I got out of my last session of AFK fishing, or well, a long session of AFK fishing. This is all sort of leftover stuff. Then these are just kind of nether items. You know, most of this is semi-full. The few on this end are empty, like down here, because we haven't filled the whole storage system up yet. But arrows, bows, fishing rods, enchanted books, bones I just used for something I'll show you guys in a little bit. Saddles I've been using for something I'll show you guys. More fish. Weapons and tools, have quite a few in there. Armor, miscellaneous, food, redstone, mob drops, leaves and saplings, other greenery, crops, and this is kind of all of our wood stuff, grass and stones, and then our valuables. So that's kind of all I've been grinding and collecting for the last few weeks or so when I haven't been uploading a video. Next, let's head over here. This is our iron farm that I haven't really decorated yet. I started doing it, and then the iron farm actually broke, and I think that was because I put some water over here to cover it up, and make it look a little nicer, like cover up the glass, but that actually caused it to break, and now that we don't have the water on, it's actually working again. So I don't know what's the deal with that, but you know, just kind of how it is. So iron farm right there. Hopefully we'll decorate that sometime in the near future. Over here, this is a recent addition that you guys haven't seen yet. This is our horse racing track. A few horses in here. They haven't been tamed yet because I bred these guys up recently. But over here, this is where I spent quite a lot of time testing all of these horses. I brought over 10 horses from the plains. We built that track. We also were testing their jump heights, and we got a few of them right here. Well, 12 of them right here. We have, guys, I need names for these horses. So, if you guys want to comment down below a name for a horse, that would be greatly appreciated. I'll probably take any of them because I doubt we're going to have 12 comments. So if you want to suggest a few names, that would be great. So I just recorded their speed, jump, and their health, or their heart, how many hearts they have, and I put that down on these signs. So I'll just kind of walk through here, let you guys see all of the horses and their stats. Then we have banners for our best horses. Hang on, let me take care of this zombie. Don't hit that horse, thank you. Okay, so red banner stands for the most amount of hearts. This one is actually tied with another horse, so 14 hearts. This horse gets the red banner, which also means it gets armor. I could add some more armor to these other horses, but I want the best horses to have armor on. This is just another ordinary horse. This is probably our best horse, because his speed is insane, 7.82. The average is probably like 10. This horse is like insanely fast. I'll show you guys. Like, that's pretty fast for a horse in Minecraft. So he gets the diamond armor. Then this just ordinary horse. This guy is tied for the red, for the hearts again, but also has the highest jump. This guy can jump up to that block right there. So oh, bad jump by me. I know he can do it. He's done it before, but actually, I don't know if he can do the slab, but I know he can do 4 blocks plus 4 snow layers, which is technically a slab. I just think like they somehow think that that's a full block. I don't know. And then just another ordinary horse. So we've been testing all those horses out. So yeah, that's kind of our horse racing track and our horses. Now there's a few more things we've been working on in between episodes. So we have the iron farm, like I said, and we'll probably go to, well, I've been breeding up some dogs because we've been losing our dog population, and I need those for the skeleton farm, because somehow randomly they just die off. This is our, well, real quick, I did decorate this area a little bit more with some trees and some grass, just this one section right here. But anyways, I added to this section by adding a little blacksmith. It needs a lot more detail, and I don't even know if it's permanent, but this is going to be where we add our auto smelter in here. It's going to be a pretty big auto smelter, so we're going to have to go underground with it, but that's just our entrance right there. Now, I'm probably actually going to save this thing, because this is the main thing that we've been working on in between episodes, for last. So we're going to head over here to our sugarcane farm, which has been producing tons of sugarcane. This is actually a cool design that I was watching somebody else on YouTube, and then I kind of came up with this design based off of what they had done. So pretty much how it works is the observers detect when the sugarcane grows 3 high, and if any one of these 4 sugarcane in a little section grows 3 highs, those observers will fire that redstone, which will fire all 4 pistons. So whenever one of these grows 3 high and maxes out, then the entire little section right here, these 4 sugarcane, will be harvested until they, are left with 1 block so that they can regrow again. And I built that 64 times, 4 layers, 16 times, 4 layers and 4 little sections, 4 sections on each layer. So, yeah, that's probably, I don't know how long AFK, but that's definitely enough sugarcane. I'm not going to be using that much. But one reason we needed that sugarcane was for trading with villagers. This is our villager trading area that we built in between episodes. We kind of already had this thing worked out, as well as the breeder, but I added this wooden platform, as well as this, which allows us to AFK for crops, and that's why we needed that bone meal. So you just put the bone meal in there, turn that switch, and that starts firing this machine, and then that will grow the crops automatically and harvest them due to the darkness, and you will get tons of crops that we could trade with our farmer guy right here. And then you could trade the paper with the cartographers and the librarians. This is just kind of like a little workstation. This is our villager breeder. Currently it's sort of getting clogged up. I hadn't realized that, so we're going to need to address that issue. But this is something else I added. It's a little selection thing. I pretty much just hit this button, and you will see. Okay. Well, there's supposed to be a villager in there too. Something weird must have happened where the villagers kicked that minecart away. But the minecart will head up here and drop into this water right there, where they will all float down to the end, and we will be able to trade with them. It's sort of a one-wide design without all of the redstone, with some other more technical designs. So I'm just going to have to unclog this, and then we should be able to get some nice villagers with some nice trades in the future. So that's one reason I needed that paper, to trade with those librarians and cartographers. However, the other reason I needed that is for eventually I want to get an elytra, and to be able to fly with an elytra, we're going to need some rockets. Now, rockets, you need gunpowder and paper, so that's where the paper comes in, okay? But how are we going to get that much gunpowder to fly for as much as we want to fly? Well, the solution is this. Currently, I've only filled up one double chest, and then I shut the farm off because, well, it was going to be too laggy for this tutorial. We're still getting sort of some frame drops in this area, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this. This is a mob farm that I sort of came up with on my own. I mean, someone probably has done it before, but I've never really seen any tutorials. Well, I guess the concept is not original, but then like the design of it is original. I pretty much just have these layers of just like a spawning platform right around the, like a ring around the edge, and then some trapdoors, and then a ring in the middle, and then the mobs just walk right off these trapdoors because they think these are blocks, fall down into the water, where they are transported into magma, and then their drops, magma blocks that is, and then their drops are sent up this item elevator into that chest you saw up there. Okay guys, so I built 16 layers of this design, and it took me a long time, but that was the main thing I worked on in between episodes to get this thing working. Like I said, it took me a long time. We had witches throwing potions at creepers, which would somehow cause them to blow up, which was definitely frustrating, but this thing spawns so many mobs, and the area around it is so well lit up that I actually had to torch it up for this tutorial because it was going to be too laggy, and we really don't need that much mob drops as of right now, or that many mob drops as of right now. And pretty much how this would work is I would just okay, well, let me back up here. So in order for those mobs to move off the trapdoors, we need to be within a certain distance of them. I don't really know how long it is. I think it's like we need to be within 30 something blocks. I don't really know. But you need to be close to them so that they could actually move, because if you're too far away, they're just going to stay frozen right there. So we needed to create a system where we could go around the farm and sort of, I guess, get closer to the mobs, but then get farther away so that we could still allow them to spawn. So we built this system where we kind of go around the farm, and then we get to the top, and then we drop back down, and we land on a rail, the same rail we started at, and then we head back up. So it's a pretty, good design just to allow those mobs to still spawn, but as well for them to move off the platform so new mobs could spawn. Now, if you guys notice right here, once we land, frame drop right there. There's some diamonds right there. I just kind of left those there because I found them when I was digging out the tunnel right above my head, and so I just kind of wanted to keep those there because, you know, why not? I have enough diamonds. I have all diamond gear. I don't really need them. And, yeah. Oh, that could have been bad. And there's our minecart. But, so that's kind of our mob farm right there. That was a big project, but I'm definitely glad it's done because that was one thing we needed to check off to be able to automatically produce in Automation Nation, because that is our goal, to automatically produce as many items as possible in Minecraft. So, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I know it's a shorter episode, but I pretty much just wanted to show you everything that I've been doing in between episodes. So if you did enjoy today's video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.